Alright, we're back in it. We are going to head to the Nexus now. So let's go. Look at this. Like, this is terrible right here.
It'll be nice to see some friendly faces this time.
Like, what the hell? That looks like a freaking
just enough to finish building
stupid
the station
tube.
and provide safe harbor for the arcs.
Well, this can't be right.
It's like everything's on standby.
This is funny. Wait
Hi
for
there.
this.
We're from Arc Hyperion, and wondering where everybody went.
Did he hear you?
Who are you people?
I'm Tyrion Kandros. I lead our militia on the Nexus.
I'm Scott Ryder. This is Cora Harper and Liam Costa, part of the Pathfinder team.
I'm sorry for the confusion. Our sensors told us an Ark had arrived, but Helios is notorious for scrambling equipment. We thought you were just another malfunction.
But aren't you expecting us?
You're the first Ark we've seen. After a year of waiting and no sign of the others, we shuttered this area and stopped looking.
You've been stranded for a whole year?
Longer. I'll fill you in on the way to Op Center. We arrived 14 months ago. Right away, we hit a band of dark energy that knocked us off course.
Yep.
We're familiar with it.
Then you'll know why we call it the Scourge.
I'm Jaren Tan, director of the initiative. You have no idea how much your arrival means to us.
This guy, voice actor, is the Pakistani guy from Silicon Valley.
You're not Alec Ryder.
My father's dead. He made me his successor.
Alec is dead. Please understand, the entire initiative is at risk. I'll leave you to it.
Get ready for this. Watch her, watch her. Eh?
We're all feeling the pressure. Let's have a private word in my office, Ryder. We'll discuss giving you a scout ship.
Ma'am, the Hyperion's core is now online.
What's that stance?
Let me show you something.
Like the...
An hour ago, that was all dark. But with the power from your ship, you're keeping the lights on. You have my vote.
All right, what happened?
To who?
To whom? And your goddamn father. Sorry, my face is tired from dealing with everything. And right now, I just want to know what happened with Alec. Not how he died. I pulled those logs. What happened with Pathfinder?
What the hell happened with you recording those lines? Who thought that that was a good idea? My face is tired. What happened with Pathfinder? That's it.
Excuse me, Director Addison.
Ryder?
It's Pathfinder.
Ryder, we're starving here. If we don't get a foundation of outposts to feed the initiative, we might as well be 600 years dead. Alec promised a lot. None of it panned out. That's what you're up against. Why people won't trust you. Why I don't trust you. Prove me wrong.
God, I hate this lady. God, she's a bitch. What an absolute bitch.
What sort of problems have you seen on the Nexus?
Situation's gone to shit pretty much sums it up. There's arcs missing. Some idiots tried to mutiny and take over, then more idiots offended my clan, so they left. And to top it all off, the founder of the initiative, Jean Garson, was killed.
What happened to Jean Garson?
Killed in the Scourge disaster. Her and a bunch of the other leaders.
To that end, the Scourge dealt us a serious blow. Whatever it is, our scientists theorize it's not natural.
An artificial energy cloud?
It wasn't here when we left the Milky Way, yet it rendered all the golden worlds unlivable. Then there's the aliens you ran into, the Ket. They're obsessed with alien structures we found scattered around the cluster. They'll do anything to prevent others from accessing them. It seems murder isn't exclusive to the Milky Way. And now the challenge is to settle a world in spite of all that. This one here. Eos.
We talked to
Ryder,
him.
you have my condolences for your father.
I appreciate it.
I didn't know him very well, although I understand he played a key role in planning the initiative. I'm sure he'd be concerned that we still have several arcs missing.
It's very odd how we already had a conversation with him, and then he expresses condolences in the second one. Like, he didn't care the first time, but now he's like, oh, I feel sorry for you. My bad, bro. Like, like right there, buddy, right there.
They're as much a part of the initiative as the human ark. We'll find them.
We have to. Tens of thousands of colonists are unaccounted for. It paints the initiative in an unflattering light. Did you have some other business?
No offense, but who cares? Like, it's not like you're communicating back home with the Milky Way people. It's only like the people currently involved in the initiative. So it's like, oh, we're not doing well. What are your other options?
Any more information you can give me on the missing arks?
No, and that is the distressing part. The Asari, Turian, and Solarian arcs are completely unaccounted for. If they had the same problems with the Scourge that we did, I fear the worst. Should you find any clues, please investigate. Without the other arcs, the promise of the initiative can never be fulfilled.
Are there any other arks we should expect?
We had hoped Quarians would be part of the first wave, but before departure in 2185, we got word they had technical problems with their ship. It seems they're also bringing along Drell, Hanar, and other species as well. Managing all of their biological needs caused complications. We won't see them for some time to come.
Okay. Yeah, and that's pretty much saying artists got lazy, didn't make Quarians, Hanar, Elcor, Volus, you know, some of the other species from the original trilogy.
Looks fine so far.
Whoa.
Hey, you okay?
I'm fine. My arms got the brunt of it.
Stuff exploding like this happen often?
Back right after the mutiny, we had a lot of this happening. If you could scan these other panels while I fix this one, that would really help. I've sent the locations to your Omni tool. Just send me the data when you're done.
No standoff there.
Pathfinder, I received the data from Sam. It really is sabotage.
Any idea as to who it might be?
Yeah. All these panels were worked on by Zara.
My husband. He's locked up and slated for exile for a crime he didn't commit.
What exactly was he convicted of?
They don't exile you for petty theft. Well, maybe this bunch would. They say it's murder. Please, tell Nilken I love him.
Just lifeless. Like, why not just, like, get zoomed in on the face like a Fallout 3 sort of situation, you know, like old Elder Scrolls stuff. Instead of this, I'm going to show the whole body, but she just stands there lifeless and just talking. What the hell kind of bullshit is this, dude?
What do you know about the enemies we've encountered? The Ket.
We usually see them on worlds with those alien structures. The Ket don't take kindly to anyone studying them. Not sure why. They don't talk to us. Every time we cross paths, there's a fight or they take prisoners.
Why? What do they want?
No one knows. But I've seen their weaponry and what they do to those prisoners. I want them a long, long way from the Nexus.
One of the things I do notice is that when he talks, his tongue is, like, completely lit up. Like they didn't do the lighting right. But the rest of his mouth is completely dark.
We're not good at sitting around in a crisis.
Look, right there.
Service before self gets drummed into us at boot camp. That's probably why so many of us are in the militia.
They have the same exact stance. It's that weird, like forward posture.
Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at
Sort of like, yeah, they're doing an odd, like, lean forward. I don't like it, man.
I discharged an away team to get readings from a section of the Scourge that was behaving anomalously.
What was
They
that?
haven't reported in for some time, and sensors can't locate their shuttle. I sent them out there. Good, dedicated people. I fear what might have happened to them.
Anomalously. Did they just do like one recording and we're like, you know what? We don't have time to re-record her lines. We're gonna leave it.
Pathfinder Ryder, here to see Nilken Rensis.
Ah, our murderer. Wife's here all the time. Guess she told you her sob story. Nilken, you're moving up in the world. There's a Pathfinder wanted to chat with you.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
I was part of the futile effort to set up a colony on Eos. We were on our last legs, overrun by hostiles, our leader dead. The security chief, Reynolds, my friend, he refused to call for evacuation. I argued with him. Everyone saw.
So when he was killed, people assumed you did it?
We were moving through a sandstorm. I saw movement, thought it was the Ket, and I guess I panicked and fired. A witness saw the chief's chest explode. Everyone's certain I did it on purpose so we could evacuate.
The Nexus versus Colonist Nilken, Evidence 7A.
Hiram! Hiram! They've seized the compound! Call for evacuation!
We're not giving up, Nilken. We're taking it back.
No! I'm not letting your ego get us killed! Even if I have to... No! Get him off me! Get him off me!
What kind of fucking haircut? What is this? Do they just get crazy with colors? What is with this game?
I'm Scott Ryder. I'm looking into the Nilken murder case.
Then in the sandstorm, I had a pretty clear view of the chief. He looked right at Nilken and shouted no. Then his chest burst open. I'll never forget it. The look on his face was pure shock.
I appreciate the information.
Of course. It kills me we had to leave him behind. He deserved a proper funeral.
So the body was never examined? Important piece of a murder investigation.
Tan wouldn't allow a mission to go back for him. Said it was too dangerous.
Guess we'll go talk with Tan. See why the hell we don't have a body for a murder investigation. Let's go finish Station Sabotage, which takes us to the Hyperion.
Zara Kellis?
Yes?
I have evidence you've been sabotaging the Nexus.
What? No, I'd never... I've been looking into this myself. I have the scans to prove it. My scans point at Raj as the one. So unless someone was setting us both up, I just don't understand.
The data Miss Kellis has accumulated is strangely similar to Mr. Patel's. A third party seems likely.
I'll check out the security cams. This file is also corrupted. Definitely not a coincidence. You'd need pretty high clearance to mess with the security camera files. Someone working for Kandros, maybe.
That is the most probable scenario.
Think you can get enough out of the files to find a match using biometric scans, Sam?
The files were badly scrambled, but if I combine all the available identifiers, it might work. Based on the limited information available, we are looking for a human male, assigned either to the Nexus or Hyperion. You will need to conduct scans from close proximity. This person is not a match.
What is he doing?
Scan results show a partial positive. Target is most likely suspect.
Dale Atkins, right? We need to talk.
Look, not to be rude, but I have work to do.
Is that what sabotage is called these days? Work?
You're pretty arrogant for the new kid. You don't even know what's been going on. You weren't here when they kicked out our loved ones. Mutiny? We just wanted answers. I'm done talking. I confess, it was me. Do whatever you want.
Not my call. The Nexus leaders will make that decision.
Now I just need to make sure your sister here pulls through.
How's Sarah doing?
Her condition's stable. I see signs of REM activity in the brain, so she's dreaming. Means all the wiring still works.
How'd this happen?
It was dumb luck, really. We hit the Scourge at the worst possible moment, just as the stasis revival was kicking in. It's a vulnerable moment coming out of a 600-year nap, then wham! The circuits fried and overloaded the neural pathways. Don't worry, I'm on it. We're not losing another Ryder.
Why is everybody so lifeless? Why is there no movement at all from anybody during conversations? It just looks terrible. You know, graphics-wise, like, this is mostly good using the Frostbite engine and whatever, but it's almost like a step back from some of the conversations that were, I mean, of course, from, like, Mass Effect 2 and 3, but even 1.
Hello, Scott. Welcome back to Sam Node. I've adjusted my connection to your implant. The headache you experienced before shouldn't reoccur. Alec overrode the implant's safety protocols. It allows me unrestricted access to the Pathfinder's physiology.
And that's me now.
And only you. I can act as a force multiplier, dramatically enhancing your motor and neural skills when required. Alec called them profiles. They provide unique tactical augmentation during combat. Though I had access to your father's experiences, there is a gap in my understanding.
How so?
He placed a block on portions of my memory array.
Why?
Perhaps so when you asked me what his plan was, I wouldn't know.
And Dad strikes again.
But not without recourse. The further you explore as a Pathfinder, the more blocks will be removed. Perhaps you should begin in your father's quarters. In the meantime, unless you have more questions, your new ship awaits.
Thanks.
Cool. Okay, so yeah, these are all of the profiles then. This is one of the new features where you can immediately switch out of profiles. But alright, so yeah, we're going to stop here. We'll go do some additional stuff. Part 3 will be kind of where we'll be caught up to where I was before I had to redo everything. Keep watching, keep doing what you do. Check out the gameplay only video if you want to see the whole gameplay section instead of the cut up parts. Peace.